Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with something pretty unbelievable. The rank 4 player in the world is destroying all the best players in the game, and he's not using a single evolution. Despite evolutions being overpowered and absolutely everywhere, he's devised a Hog Rider freeze tech to stop them in their tracks. The combo of Mighty Miner and Inferno Dragon with Freeze and Tesla will melt every Royal Giant evolution, while Barbarians get blasted by the Bomber and Mighty Miner Bomb. While the Firecracker misses its targets against the Tesla, the arrows snipe the regular one, and the Freeze stops anything from getting sketchy. You won't have to worry about the Royal Giant knocking back your Lumberjack or the Firecracker randomly shooting your tower. Freeze stops all that stupid stuff from happening, so you can guarantee clean wins. The rank 4 player in the world has one of the highest win rates in the game with this deck without any evolutions, so we have to put it to the test. If you don't have Mighty Miner, use Valkyrie instead. It's time to eliminate every evolution pest and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the daily videos possible. To jump into the game against Macho, we're gonna go through with our Hog Rider, and unfortunately, the man didn't have a single green thing in his banner. He's disappointing me. He's dropping a minion horde, and he also had Electro Spirit in his banner as well, so he's just blue. Should be naming himself like Blueberry or something, I don't know. I'm gonna go for arrows here. We're gonna be able to finish off those minions. Definitely looking like it's gonna be a Lava Hound deck. Whenever we play against the Lava Hound with this deck, I feel very happy. Generally because, you know, we've got arrows, we've got Tesla, we've got Inferno Dragon, we've got everything we could ever ask for. Oh, he's gonna have arrows as well. He dropped it a little bit later than he should have. I thought for sure he would drop it a bit earlier so then the Bomber won't get one, like, iota of splash, but we got something. All right, let's go for a Hog Rider with the Lumberjack. I don't care necessarily which one goes in front, because the Lumberjack just does so much damage that even if it doesn't die first, it's gonna do more damage than the Hog Rider would if the Hog Rider gets raged up. So I like having the accompaniment, or I guess the companionship of the Lumberjack on the tower. All right, what do we do here? Remember, the guy is gonna have minions, and he's also gonna have Barbarians as good answers to the Mighty Miner. If I was him, I would split Barbarians in the middle and stop my Mighty Miner then. But I don't think he's got it back in cycle. I think his deck is a little bit slower than mine. So I bet you he goes in for minions, and we go and click the ability. Oh, he's gonna go in for his own Miner against the Mighty Miner. Wow. Things are really heating up here in the arena. I could freeze. I could freeze and take the entire tower for 4 elixir. Is it worth it? I think it is. I'm going to do it. We're doing it live. Please take the tower down for a dive. Oh my gosh. Wait, the minion is going to kill my Inferno Dragon. That's awful. Inferno Dragon, you were supposed to do more. Oh no. I guess I could arrows so that I don't lose my entire tower. I think that's important so then we can finish that stuff off. And if he goes in for a balloon, we can go for the Inferno Dragon the exact same side. All right. I'm back to it. I'm ready for it. He might zap. He might snowball. He might do something. I don't know. I don't trust this guy. If he just lets that roll, I think we're going to roll on through with the dub. I mean, hypothetically, he could go Minion Horde. Oh, this is actually really bad. I don't have a good card cycle for this at all. I could go Mighty Miner, but I don't want to. I'd rather go in for a Lumberjack to go and pull that back and save my Mighty Miner for his next onslaught of aggression whenever he goes in for minions. This is one of those matchups that things could turn in the wrong way if he plays correctly with the Evolved Barbarians and then arrows is on me, and that's exactly what he's going for. So I'm going to go for a freeze, and then I think we can say yes, please, and go in for a Mighty Miner Bomb. I want to drop the Mighty Miner Bomb and knock back all this stuff. It's going to be hard, but I think we're going to be able to defend this if I play this just well enough. The Inferno Dragon has to lock on the balloon, but it's not doing it. It's going on the Miner instead. No, stop it. Why'd you do that to me, bro? Why you have to troll me? Okay, we're going to go arrows. I think we're just going to ignore everything and just, you know, do our normal thing. Spam like a savage. All right, we can go in for a freeze whenever we want. As you guys already know, with the Hog Rider on the tower, that should be a lot of damage. Dude, that Hog Rider is going ham. Oh my goodness. Wait, our 3 crown is almost dead. I did not realize that we were at 1000 HP. That's not for me. All right, I could Inferno Dragon melt that, or I could do something like this. Just let the Barbarians die, go Mighty Miner, go in for a Lumberjack off to the side, see what he wants to do, go in for a Hog Rider here. I'm not clicking the Mighty Miner until I need to. Then I think we can lock onto the tower and he's toast. He's toast! His goose is cooked! Let's go! See, the stuff that you can do with Hog Rider freeze at the river with a Lumberjack and then Mighty Miner in the back in a 1-1 situation makes it utterly impossible for anyone to defend. Especially when the Mighty Miner's on the tower, even if they fireball, they can't knock it back, and then you can freeze all their stuff to guarantee the win. And the Mighty Miner has dug our way up to 2,800 in the world. All right, this guy's gonna have Musketeer in his banner. Time to pop off with our Bomber. So I kind of want to just cycle that in the back. I hate cycling my Inferno Dragon because let's say my opponent goes Balloon. Well, just like the last Lava Hound player that we played against, we kind of sort of maybe needed that Inferno Dragon. So I'm going to go and cycle the Inferno Dragon on the right-hand side since he did drop an air card. That's okay for me to go and melt the Phoenix. I chance that the homie's going to go in for like an Electric Giant or something. Like, when they do that, it's so funny to go and freeze the Electro Giant so it can't shock and remove your stuff. Wait. Let's freeze here. How much extra damage am I going to get? Is that worth it? I don't know. I think that the Hog Rider dies. I'm pretty confident that the Hog Rider just straight up dies. I'm going to go Mighty Miner off to the side, and then I can go in for like a Tesla here. So then we're going to have the Fisherman go and pull that instead of the Mighty Miner. Oh, that was kind of good. Not really. Nah, that wasn't good. That was pretty dumb. I sacrificed 4 elixir for 3 elixir, so not necessarily my best attempt to defend. But, you know, our Mighty Miner gave us more damage to the left. Maybe it was good after all. Maybe it was smart. Guys, I need you to lie to me in the comments section and say that was the highest IQ play you've ever seen in your lives. It wasn't, but we need to think that way. All right, we're going to go in for a Lumberjack, and I think we're A-okay to go in for a potential Hog Rider. I don't know. This is not looking great. I think I need to go in for like a Hog Rider and then like a Bomber and try to go and pull back the Phoenix that is going to be a constant bombardment of issues. Okay, not great. It's something we can work with, though. That means that the Phoenix is dead, and he's not going to be able to activate King Tower, so that's a vibe. We can also go in for a Mighty Miner directly on top of his Fisherman. I would have wanted to go for the Hog Rider on the left-hand side, but I felt like I needed to pull his stuff back for a bit. Didn't really work out. Here's the Mighty Miner, though, coming at our opponent. Is we going to get anything from that or nah? Maybe. We could freeze. Wait. Oh, it ran away. It ran away from responsibilities. Wait, this is so much fun. I've never played games where I just spam Mighty Miners and freeze at my opponent, but this is what we're doing. I guess, like, we're throwing back to when Mighty Miner had that speed buff where it literally shot around the map like it was, I don't know, a mini P.E.K.K.A. It was pretty dumb. It felt like a Dark Goblin sometimes, too. Anyway, we're going to go in for a Tesla, and we are going to go Mighty Miner. There's a high chance he goes in for a Fisher Boy, and if he does, we will go for a freeze so we don't get the nest. And if he goes in for the Monk ability, then he's going to still lose to the Mighty Miner, right? It'd be fun to see that. Oh, he went in for the Monk ability still. He did it. He fell for our trap card. Let's cycle the Inferno Dragon in the back just to play safe, because I think he's going to probably go in. And I want to make sure that I have Elixir to deal with it. I'm going to go for a Tesla, and then the Royal Giant locks onto that. Totally fine. We can freeze if he decides to Fireball. I think he's going to Fireball when the Phoenix gets closer, so I didn't want to mess up. Also, do we go in for a Lumberjack here? Or do we go Mighty Miner? I think Mighty Miner's better. There's the guarantee that the Fisherman locks onto that instead. He cycled a Monk in prediction! He just dropped it into Inferno Dragon. He's losing his mind. He's losing his Elixir, and I don't know if he can find a way out of this. This is pure memes. I'm thoroughly enjoying this match. I'm going to freeze, and I think I win. He's not going to thaw his way out of this one, guys. There's no doubt in my mind that the constant bombardment of spam gets your opponent's mental all scrambled up to the point that they feel like they're forced to do predictions, and then they end up wasting Elixir into your Inferno Dragons, into your Bombers, into your Mighty Miners, and you're like, thanks for the positive Elixir trade. I guess I'll take the game. After annihilating that Royal Giant evolution, we're at 2,500 in the world. Let's continue the spicy win streak, and now we're playing against Darwin. Well, dude. Nerf all Marnero. I bet he's saying like nerf Miner, and I, well, kind of am writing the overpowered version of the Miner. The mightiest of Miners, if you will. All right, I'm going to go in for the Hog Rider. He's going to Electro Wizard. He's got Electro Wizard and Zap. I guess he really hates Mighty Miner. He wants to reset me for days. And you know what? I don't appreciate that behavior. I don't condone that. You should go and try to counter the evolutions instead of countering me, man. It'll make me feel bad about myself. Okay, so Electro Wizard, Zap, Sparky. I guess he's telegraphed exactly what he's playing. Likely going to be Goblin Giant, or it could be Giant with Rage and Arrows. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm just going to go for a Tesla and play safe. I could go for a freeze depending on what happens. Definitely going to go for a freeze whenever the Inferno Dragon gets close. I want to make sure that the Tesla was locked onto his stuff before I went for the freeze, because otherwise I would just be wasting Elixir. All right, we're going to have to go in for a Hog Rider here, and we should... Oh, wait, that actually killed. Wait, Huh. I didn't expect that to work so well for him. I totally did not expect the Inferno Dragon to die. I thought we were going to stay alive, and I thought the Inferno Dragon was going to fly, but we're still winning somehow, even though the Sparky shot my tower. I guess that's a vibe. Please, please, get the bomb. No, you had one job. You failure. All right, we're going to Lumberjack here. I mean, I could go Bomber. I just don't want to eat the damage. I could Arrows. It's not worth it. Oh, man, this just feels awful. This is dreadful. I'm an Inferno Dragon. It's not necessarily the best tactic. It is going to kill the Skeleton Dragons. It's going to do that. But at the same time, it will definitely die to a Goblin Giant or a Tower now, which could be totally tragic for me. I'm going to have to save the freeze. I wonder if the Inferno Dragon locks on a Tower, though. Yeah, he's just going to Goblin Giant and all in me. This is how they do. This is how they do what they do. I seriously need to go Mighty Miner or I lose my Tower. Because he had Heal Spirit. He knew that he was going to be able to break through. He tried to apply as much aggression as he could. I think I'm just going to let the Mighty Miner die, and I'm not going to go and spam too much stuff into this. Generally, against Sparky players, if you have a tower at like 1,000 health, you're still going to be okay. All right, let's go and click the Mighty Miner bomb if we can. Oh, that needed to come down. Wait, we can go for a Lumberjack here, and we can maybe go in for a Hog Rider depending on if we get lucky enough. Oh, wow. Seriously, this guy is going in. He's going crazy right now. Wait, I needed arrows that I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. Oh, it was calculated. I'm so big brain, even though I totally just didn't react because it's later in the day. I'm like at 11 o'clock right now. I'm like trying to use my last brain cell to play Clash Royale. It's fun, though. It's a vibe. We got to go in for the Mighty Miner here. The Hog Rider doesn't give us any damage, unfortunately. All right, we got to go and click the ability. We need to go and force out Elixir on the other side. Also, knocking back the Skeleton Dragons ain't that bad. We're going to go in for Lumberjack here. We're going to go in for the Bomber, and I probably can win this game with just the Stellar Freeze. We're going to go and freeze right now. Make sure that the freeze, yes, please. Oh, Lumberjack. That's just filthy. I think the Lumberjack envisions the tower as a tree in his head and always goes towards that thing. If you try to pull it to the middle with any units, Lumberjack still ignores it. It's like, nah, I have my business to take care of. I have one job. That's why they call me Lumberjack. He takes down the tree and gives you victory. 3 wins in a row. This deck simply cannot be stopped. And we're climbing to the top at 2,100 in the world. Also, the cool thing about this deck that I just found out is Tesla's about to get a big buff in the balance changes. So this deck is going to become even better, while evolutions become worse because they're going to get nerfed. So since it's already at the top of leaderboards, I don't know. Where is it going to go? Is it going to keep going up and up and up? It's going to become number 1? I'm hyped to see. Anyway, we're going to go in for a Mighty Miner here. We're going to be able to finish off the Skeleton Dragons. And I think King Tyler is packing a Lava Hound deck for us. Yeah, gotta be Lava Hound. We played against one of these guys earlier. Not good for us to do anything besides maybe like an Inferno Dragon or Lumberjack. A Lumberjack, I want to drop it at the last possible second, so then the Barbarians are not going to be able to hit it as often. I want to make sure that we savor the Lumberjack's health for as long as possible. Wait. If we push the Bomber closer to the tower, can we get more damage, especially if it gets raged up? Wait, that's kind of working. That's pretty funny. We can go in for a Tesla here, and then we can Inferno Dragon when his Inferno Dragon locks onto our Tesla, or we can just go in for Inferno Dragon and a freeze, and I think that's going to be a bit better. Yeah, I'm going to go in for an Inferno Dragon and a freeze just to make sure that he doesn't win this interaction. We'll kill his Inferno Dragon, everything else he holds near and dear. And wow, we're going to steer this in the right way with an arrows too. So we should be able to completely clean up the Skeleton Dragons nicely without much damage. Oh, nothing. Zilch. Cool. So King Tyler, I guess we are claiming your throne, and we're going to make you moan because that is not good. That is not the situation that you want. Also, moan in agony, sir. I know some of you guys have dirty minds. Just want to let y'all know. This is not the way that he wanted to play. Okay, so he's going to go in for an arrows. That means that he has literally nothing for the Bomber. I can guarantee you he's going to go in for something that we can finish off with the Bomber here. And then we can Lumberjack afterward to apply even more pressure. The memes. The memes. He wasn't ready. He has no elixir for the Barbs. He just dropped a Lava Hound in the back. He doesn't have 5 elixir for Barbarians. Oh my gosh. His tower is tanking. That's what we love to see, baby. Okay, so if we Inferno Dragon here, it's a little bit risky. It's a little bit slimy, but that's how we like to play. All right, so we're going to do this right now. Fortunately, we don't go for a super high Tesla because that would have been the most all-time low strat ever. I can go for arrows early, and then I can go for Bomber afterward. It's obvious to me that we are having quite a conundrum here on the left-hand side, but maybe we can still make this happen. I'm thinking that we go in for a Tesla here, and then we go in for like a Lumberjack. No, we freeze everything. We freeze everything on the left, and then we go in for an Inferno Dragon on top of the Fly Machine, and then the Fly Machine dies. Wait, how did I defend that? I think I played really well. Let's go. I did a good thing for once in my life. Oh, wow. Right when I did that, I dropped my Hog Rider into Barbarians. I feel a little bit stupid sometimes. But we can probably outcycle the Barbarians and then finish him off. That's what I'm going for here. I'm going to go Lumberjack. He's going to go in for like a Lava Hound at the river, no doubt about it. So we have to gear up for a defense. We can go Mighty Miner, actually, and then tank for all of his flying cards with that. Yeah, so let's go Mighty Miner. Kill his Inferno Dragon. Go in for an Inferno Dragon of our own. And then maybe even force out Goblins or something? Yeah, we can go and force out the Goblins. We still have an Inferno Dragon coming at him. He's going to be back to something that's going to be a bit obnoxious, but we can freeze. Wait, if our Inferno Dragon forces out Barbarians, he might lose the game. That's what we were hoping for. Let's freaking go. Because now he doesn't have Barbs and cycle for a Hog Rider. If he arrows us, we can go and pull everything back with our Hog. And then if the Barbarians can't speed up their attacks, this might be bad for him. We can Mighty Miner so we can body block. And then we likely just want to go in for like a Lumberjack. Yes! Let's freaking go. That was such a clutch victory, and I did not expect that to come down the way it did. I thought I was going to lose with the Evolved Barbarians being in cycle and the guy playing pretty well and having all this crap coming at me on the left-hand side. But this deck with Mighty Miner and Freeze and having the Tesla defend on the right-hand side and the left at the same time, that felt phenomenal. Even when defense should be impossible, you can still squeeze out enough positive elixir trades with this deck to make the defense happen and squeeze out the win. Hey, yo, we got a game against someone with the Goblin Referee. So if that's what his banner is going to be, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Typically, they come out with the most illegal plays ever, and they'll spam you at the start, and they'll just be like a sinister Lumberjack Balloon Freeze player, and I'm a Freeze player myself, so I guess, you know, we'd be well acquainted. I'm going to Hog Rider here at the start and pray that he doesn't have Fisherman. Cool. Doesn't have Tornado. He just goes in for a Lumberjack, and he eats 2 Hog Rider hits. Very nice. We can go in for a Lumberjack in the middle, and fortunately, we can go and kite his Lumberjack. My Lumberjack is not wanting to fight him. It's not wanting to go in any bad territory so far. It dies on my side of the map. Oof, all right. What do we do? We can go click the Mighty Miner ability near his tower. There's also a chance he just doesn't respond. Ooh, is this dumb? How dumb am I? How dumb am I for doing this? I could click the Mighty Miner ability on the tower for 1 elixir. I really wanted to do that. Also, one thing to keep in mind, I've learned this through trials and tribulations and awful misplays. Never hold a card in your hand when your opponent ends up having an ability of killing your Mighty Miner. Because if you're going to spam the ability, you might click the corner of the map and not have the Mighty Miner on the field and then drop a card randomly. It is one of the worst feelings in the game. Also, can we talk about how now we've evolved to facing someone with Sparky and Bridge Spam? Like, come on, man. Why are there always a Sparky here? Why are you spamming more Bridge Spam? Chill for a second, bro. Chill. Oh, he's giving me the oops. He's eating me. He's destroying me. My tower is in shambles. Oh my gosh. So, we're getting BM'd by a mini P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spammer. I don't even know what to think about that. It's basically like the, I don't know, off-brand version of Elite Barbarians. It's pretty good, but having a mini P.E.K.K.A. do that amount of damage is kind of crazy. All right, we're going to go in for arrows here, and then we're going to immediately go for our Hog Rider. I don't think he's got mini P.E.K.K.A. in cycle, so we might be able to get a bunch of damage. I could also spontaneously freeze on the Sparky. I think that might be our best decision, just because I need to take his tower, and wow, we're forcing out Fireball. That's 4 elixir down the drain. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing decision if it worked out. I don't know if it does. We'll find out. All right, we can go for a Tesla here. We should be able to melt most of his stuff. I'm going to go in for a Bomber as well, just to break down all of the goblins. I can go in for a Mighty Miner, and then I can also get back to a Freeze. Yes, please, give me the Freeze. Y'all already know the deal. We're sealing the deal. So I think with arrows and Freeze, you're going to be safe against almost any Bridge Spam. Literally, if your opponent decides to go and drop stuff, they're going to get dropped. That's just how it works. So I'm going to try to 3-crowd him, to be real. It'd be more fun, right? We do it for the memes, for the memes. We're going to go in for our Freeze right now with the Mighty Miner, and we can just go Bomber, and I'm pretty sure that the Mighty Miner 3-crowns. If not, then we're going to 3-crowd eventually. Maybe I'm dumb. I might be really sincerely stupid. Wow! His tower's at 800 HP. What is happening right now? This game is controlled chaos, I swear. Maybe it's not controlled. It's getting out of control. That Goblin Gang's going to do so much damage to me. I need a Freeze on the mini P.E.K.K.A. so it doesn't take me out. He's got a Fireball. Oh my gosh, 3 HP! Let's go! Oh man, I'm so happy we beat him. The guy mocked me with an oops when I messed up and let a mini P.E.K.K.A. lock onto our tower, dealing disastrous damage. But luckily, our deck was still capable of a comeback. Having Freeze, Mighty Miner, Inferno Dragon, and Tesla allows you to play lockdown defense and not let anything else break through. Unless you want to go all in and live life adventurously like me, which I probably wouldn't recommend. At least it worked out in the end and we got the 3-crown. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.